signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is November 20th, 2022. It is 12:37. So yesterday I had issues with this video where YouTube decided to make it limited again. So what I did here, I made it private. I didn't think about that when I first realized it. I made it private. I had about 610 people already saw it who have seen it. Alright, so I made it private. So once I make it public again, it's not gonna come on top of the, for you to see it. It will be just there, and whoever stumble upon it, they see it. So what I decided to do here, I'm not gonna delete it on my channel. I'm just gonna keep it private so I could keep on the views. So I'm gonna re-upload it. There it is here. I'm gonna re-upload it, leave it again until YouTube review it. All right, what date was that? Let me get all the information here. All right, copy. I'm gonna get all the information here, and then when YouTube finish, how do you call this? Finish review it. It will be on top again. What's the number? 357. 48, 50. All right. So make it, put it back again, and then there's the monetization. Put it there again. Suitability, I always do this. Shocking. Because when I don't, it doesn't have anything that's shocking, but when I don't do that, they claim that I should pick something. So this is the only thing I could for self-rating my my videos. All right, and then I'm gonna go to the next one. This is where they're gonna check it to see if there's any copyright, and then this is where they wanna do manual review. So I'm gonna leave that, and then schedule it for, since it's already been public, I'm gonna make it, I don't know, let's say 10 a.m. So my next video is somewhere, not these are gonna wait until the day before Archie's birthday. All right, so this one is being reviewed right now, manual review, December 1st. So let's put that December 2nd for 10 a.m. All right, so leave it alone, and hopefully by the time I finish record, I remember to come back here and check on it so you guys could see it. All right, so that's the issues I'm going with YouTube right now. They already approve things, and then they go back, they unapprove them. And if I'm not paying attention, you know, it's just sit there and never make money off of them. Okay, so I'm on Twitter here, and I believe, yeah, this one I just saw like 15 minutes ago, and I respond to it, and that's me here. Okay, let's start. A slimmed down monarchy should mean less financial resources, but doesn't look like it. When the peasants thought some money could be diverted back to them, it seems it's not going to happen. All right, so there's me here responding. Their hopes and dreams keep hanging on a thread. Meanwhile, in reality, they can't eat, pay their bills, they are freezing, their kids can't eat a decent meal at school. So let them keep on hoping and dream, okay, for the days to come. Betty lived her entire life. Peasants were still waiting and hoping. Okay, and then there's me here, c'est la vie. All right, so this one I just saw it. I don't know how long ago. Oh, she just put it 12:02 a.m. Right now it is 12:41 a.m. so a few minutes ago. All right, let's go to the next tweet. So once the squad sees it, there's gonna be more comment. They're sleeping, depend what part of the world they are in. Yep, next tweet. This one, I think it was throughout the day I saw it, and I respond to it, and they keep on coming back, and I respond to it as recently a few minutes ago. All right, maybe it's in here. All right, it's somewhere in here. Hopefully I see it again. Okay, somewhere in here I have my comments here. All right, so I'll come back to it. Let's start from the top. The online, quote, civil war, end quote, between Sussex Squad and Team Wells is honestly so depressing, tiring, and childish. These people are family. None of them ever attacked the other. Okay, this is the thing here. Never attack the other. It's only people online here on Twitter who spread hate on both sides. It's causing strife. So this person must have been completely blind of everything that happened.
It's pretty wild memory, but awesome. Pretty wild memory, but awesome.
There's Meghan lawsuit, the brother backstabbing.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
There's Meghan lawsuit, the brother backstabbing.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Camilla, we should talk about these text messages, Meghan and Harry text messages to her father. In documents filed at the High Court on Friday but made public yesterday, laid bare emotional text messages between her, Harry and her father as they pleaded with him to accept help ahead of the royal wedding.
It's pretty wild memory, but awesome.
This is kind of goes against everything that we were led to believe happened, that they sort of left her father, didn't offer any support, any help, any contact leading up to the wedding.
It's pretty wild memory, but awesome.
So a lot of people would be quite surprised by seeing these messages today.
Yes, exactly. This is the opening salvo in their court case against the Mail on Sunday, and the Mail, who viewers might remember, published this intimate letter between Meghan and her father, laying bare her emotions around his behaviour in the run-up to the wedding.
What's been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed.
This is the opening salvo in their court case against the Mail on Sunday, and the Mail, who viewers might remember, published this intimate letter between Meghan and her father, laying bare her emotions around his behaviour in the run-up to the wedding.
That would have been the point. Unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate.
Sunday, and the Mail, who viewers might remember, published this intimate letter between Meghan and her father, laying bare her emotions around his behaviour in the run-up to the wedding.
And clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated
with
those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
All of the time it had been asserted really by Thomas Markle and the newspaper that they hadn't offered any help, they'd just cast him adrift.
It's pretty wild memory, but awesome.
Down in New Mexico, and he ran into trouble because he didn't have any support.
It's pretty wild memory, but awesome.
Second of all, while I think that the texts do lay bare their side of the story, and that's what this quest against the press is all about, this idea that there should be balance in reporting, what's counterintuitive about it is the fact that this is about a breach of privacy. This is about the fact that this letter that Meghan penned to her father was exposed in the public.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Okay, helping the person who Meghan was suing. Okay, Meghan is Harry's wife, but he felt the need to insert himself into Meghan's business to help the person that Meghan was suing. Okay, we forgot all about that.
It's pretty wild memory, but awesome.
Markle and Prince Harry continue their good deeds in Los Angeles by delivering food to people in need. They're launching an attack against British newspapers. In a letter, they've declared that they are ceasing all cooperation now, accusing 4 tabloids of publishing stories that were distorted, false, and invasive beyond reason. Meghan Markle is also revealing in court documents the text messages exchanged between herself, Harry, and her estranged father, Thomas Markle, in the days leading up to the royal wedding.
Okay, we forgot all about that.
I've been reaching out to you all weekend, but you're not taking any of our calls or replying to any texts. Very concerned about your health and safety, goes one text that Meghan says she sent to her father. And Prince Harry sent this text. Really need to speak to you. You do not need to apologize. If you love Meg and want to make it right, please call me.
I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate.
He reportedly never responded. The text messages are part of a lawsuit alleging a newspaper misquoted Meghan to portray her in a negative light.
Is growing outrage after Meghan Markle's own brother begs Prince Harry to cancel the royal wedding.
And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
Writing, "It's not too late. Meghan Markle is obviously not the right woman for you."
And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
Writes Thomas Markle in a shocking handwritten letter he sent directly to Prince Harry. This is the biggest mistake in royal wedding history.
And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
He adds, "It's very apparent that her tiny bit of Hollywood fame has gone to her head, changing her into a jaded, shallow, conceited woman that will make a joke of you and the royal family heritage."
And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
Royal expert Victoria Arbiter.
Doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
What was your reaction reading something that is so nasty?
Do you know, I have to be honest, I was appalled, and then I thought this can't be real. Because aside from the fact that it's a family member writing this, what kind of person, you have to wonder, is going to do that not only to their sister, but to their sister so publicly, a couple of weeks before her wedding. The whole thing to me just smacked of ugliness.
Doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
And my name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
The letter is a far cry from what Thomas, who shares the same dad with Meghan, told Inside Edition last year.
And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
Prince Harry, you're a really lucky guy to have her. I mean, she is 110%, and she is just one of a kind, and you could not ask for a better woman.
In the letter, which Markle gave to In Touch magazine on Stands Now, the 51-year-old lashes out at Meghan for not inviting her family members to the wedding.
And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
51-year-old lashes out at Meghan for not inviting her family members to the wedding.
And clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated
He would not have
with those lawyers
without
their definite knowledge.
Between Sussex Squad and Team Wells is honestly so depressing, tiring, and childish. These people are family. None of them ever attack the other. Okay, this is the thing here. Never attack the other. It's only people online here on Twitter who spread hate on both sides. It's causing nothing but needless strife. So this person must have been completely blind of everything that happened.
And of course the photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who was with American media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. I was just part of it, basically.
Were you both as surprised as everybody else when he appeared on television? Because we'd known about it, but obviously no announcement of it.
Absolutely. I think it was quite a big surprise. I think it was definitely a surprise to the palaces and indeed to Meghan Markle, because she didn't know, I don't think, that her father had spoken to you guys.
They upset her, and of course the photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who was with American media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. The royals own me. The royals own me.
Okay, we forgot all about that. Huh? Alright, so let's read some of the comment. Kate weaponized her white woman tears against Meghan. She never once asked the media to stop writing about Meghan making her cry. Kate is racist. Okay, no one's paying Grenada's any mind, as if she was locked in box and missed what the world did. UK media is part in it, and the effing trolls keep jumping up every time Harry and Meghan do something. They just like, we wish you stuck up type. Get over it and leave them alone. Okay, there's this here. There's that. Well, I hate when they do all of this. Okay, one side and no one's competing. The Wells is watching. There's the King's face. Sussex Squad move on, but there's the looking, the clown, Harry and Meghan, zero engagement. There's this space, and it's been 3 years gone. There's that. There's no civil war, unbothered, thriving, booked and busy. Sure, there's neither the train shall meet. Okay, I think I read it in one of my videos, so more people are adding. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna go to the part where me and this person is interacting. All right, there's this here. Okay, you're right, it's childish. However, childish behavior must dealt with. The Sussexes left UK and minding their business, but the Cambridges continue. The Cambridges wanted spotlight. They have all the UK for themselves. They should leave the Sussexes alone to deal with the rest of the world. Defending is key. All right, so the person came back. Here, the Prince and Princess of Wales are the future king and queen. Of course, they need to also represent the monarchy internationally. It was never they, but the British press who hound Harry and Meghan. But all of them had the power to say something and stop it. But all of them just sat back and enjoyed the ride. Let them hounding on Harry and Meghan.
And clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated
He would not have
with those lawyers
their blessing.
without their definite knowledge.
Okay, even okay, I have that how do you call this, that clip where the officer who said they bend the rule for Andrew, but they won't do a damn thing. We don't even need them to bend the rule for Meghan and Harry, especially Meghan. Okay, just tell the truth.
So after that, obviously those sort of issues we had with him, we would just let women in, didn't ask questions, because we just did not want the grief. I mean, complaints were made about him. You know, he was a rude, obnoxious, horrible individual, but no one was going to take a complaint to the royal household because he's the Queen's favourite. So we just had to bend the rules for him and breach security.
Just tell the truth. They can't even do that for her. Alright, the British press is not the monarchy's beck and call by any means. But guess what?
Much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate. Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate. And clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
And then we have, I have a screenshot of Charles taking William to parties to the media so they could get cozy up. Okay, so there's me here responding, blah blah blah, whatever. So he came back again, or she, whatever, providing my point. It's people like you on both sides who refuse to listen to anything anyone has to say, which differs even slightly from your preconception. Do you really think this sort of dirt flinging is what Harry and Meghan want? Okay, that's me. This is the recent one that I just put here. Fool, we heard loud and clear. As recently at the Queen's funeral, the entire time they were there, your people did not let up. Listen to what? Listen to the BS your people are saying, and we're supposed to sit back and relax and enjoy the mistreatment? Why are you worrying about Meghan and Harry? They left the UK minding their business. Alright, I could have write more, but that's it. Did she respond back? Alright, let's see. Wrong. The palace. Okay, this person came back. Wrong. The palace leaks against Harry and Meghan as they did with Diana. Kate appears to be a mean girl, and William has presented as a self-centered bully. Thankfully, the Sussexes have the Sussex squad. Royal. Alright, so there's that. Oh, there's more. Okay, the derangers started this war. They were attacking Harry and Meghan since 2017 for the smallest reason. Now it's 2022 and they're still attacking them for just existing. We also want this war to end, but we ain't going nowhere. If the Sussex squad should leave, the derangers will still attack Harry and Meghan. This is the thing. With the nonsense that's going with Twitter, they thought the squad will leave. Alright, this is why I don't claim my Grenadian side. Don't be such a royal F, beg. Alright, there's the rolling eye. It's time for you to go back and take an honest look at what happened and still happening. You are spouting nothing but needless garbage. They thought the squad left and then they could come and clean slate. Like people who hopped on Twitter don't know what happened before that, but the squad here to put the, you know, to respond unto her stupidness or his stupidness. Please stop. Also, please note how civil my request is. What I want to say, my just could burn you, baby, hot and hard. So please just stop. Okay, so I don't know what that means. Have you noticed the two comments you received were both venom and from the Sussex squad? Okay, they used the race card. Okay, I don't know, but we just responding back to them. Attacking Catherine. Who? You know, with Twitter, you guys could pretend to be anything you want. You could pretend to respond as if you were the squad so you could make your point. So the squad never really starts something if you guys don't start. We're here to defend. Okay? Many times we block many of your asses so we don't have to see your nonsense. Who's attacking Catherine? Who has done nothing? Yeah, she's mute. She stay quiet and let all this nonsense happening when she could put a stop to it.
One of the reasons Catherine is so popular amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men, is because she says absolutely nothing. Yeah. She's a good little girl who keeps quiet and doesn't complain, doesn't do anything, doesn't rock the boat, and is a very traditional, old-fashioned, mute woman.
Take note, Nicola.
There it is.
As a matter of fact, I try to avoid talking about their children. Accuse the family of killing the queen. Whatever, they fast forwarded and a barrage of abuse and doxing royalists. Stop using the white supremacist card, then people need to raise the issue of racism. It's that simple.
When it comes to sort of institutional and systemic racism, it's there and it stays there because someone somewhere is benefiting from it. We can't deny or ignore the fact that all of us have been brought up and educated to see the world differently.
For all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.
However, once you start to realize that there is that bias there, then you need to acknowledge it. You need to acknowledge it, but then you need to do the work to be able to become more aware so that you can... Exactly what you're saying.
Well, and I think so much of what we're seeing as well is that, you know, it's not even in the big moments, right? It's in the quiet moments where racism and unconscious bias lies, and as you've said, lies and hides and thrives. And it's those nuances that I think makes it confusing for a lot of people.
No, but you already showed me that one, so you have to show me everything. You know what? I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me. That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think.
To understand the role that they play in that, either passively or actively, but I think even more so passively. And so much of what I've come to the understanding of, especially in learning even more about it of late, and obviously having had personal experience with it as well, but in people's complacency, they're complicit.
Is because she says absolutely nothing. She's a good little girl who keeps quiet and doesn't complain, doesn't do anything, doesn't rock the boat, and is a very traditional, old-fashioned, mute woman.
And that, I think, is the shift that we're seeing, to go, it's not enough to just be a bystander and saying, well, it wasn't me. And that's what I think was very much manifested in what you're feeling from people's outpouring surrounding the murder of George Floyd. That it wasn't that this wasn't always happening, it's that it's come to a head at a time where people just said, enough.
Well, it's up to you guys, because there's a lot of issues. You guys keep on adding to more stuff. Issues after issues. Look at the first tweet that I talk about. The UK people can't even pay their bills. The winter's here. Are they freezing? As recently as a couple of days ago, Byline YouTube channel was talking about some of the issues regular Brits are going through. All right, mold in their houses, they can't pay their bills, you name it, housing crisis and all of that. But you guys focusing on royalists who don't give a damn about any of you, but more than happy that you guys are spreading lies and misinformation to bash on Meghan specifically, when she's just minding her own business. She doesn't even want to mention any of the names of none of your garbage tabloid. All right.
Now, taking a look at poverty and health back here in Britain, the death of the young boy Awab Ishak. And the conclusion was that toxic mold in his house had led to his death. About our health system and health inequalities in this country, we're now joined by a GP, Sonia Adesera. Thank you for joining us, Sonia. Can you tell our viewers a bit about the inquest and this young boy's death and what emerged from it?
Yeah, so it found that the cause of this death was mould in the house, and young people, particularly babies, but also older elderly, are more sensitive to that.
One of the reasons Catherine is so popular amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men.
So we know that the impact that it has on health, and you know, it's just, in this case, stated quite explicitly that mould was the cause of the death. When I watched that case and I saw the news, it really hit me, because I've spoken to many other parents, you know, particularly actually often mums, single mums, who and actually
not an isolated case.
It's not an isolated case. Who are telling me that their housing conditions are appalling. Often it's, you know, social housing that they're talking about, living in damp housing, or if you're living in cold housing.
Look at the fact that just on energy alone, on a conservative estimate, within 1 year, we're talking £1,300 a year going up in bills. We're going to have about 10 million people in fuel poverty. We have a real absolute, not relative, poverty issue going to come in the UK, with food banks oversubscribed, with debt crisis agencies do not have any tools. And I need to say, with the Chancellor coming on in a moment, if you forgive me, as the money-saving expert who's been known for this, I am virtually out of tools to help people now.
His Royal Highness, Prince Harry.
You desired squirrel. Or overcrowded housing as well. It impacts your health, increase your risk of infections, increase your risk of hospital admissions. And actually, we talk about the cost of living crisis now, but over the past few years, we've been seeing conditions that people are living in, particularly Protestant society, has been getting worse.
Meghan Markle's
Allert, so that I may talk, squirrel.
Living in the most deprived parts of the country. And also elderly people as well are particularly vulnerable to that.
One of the reasons Catherine is so popular amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men.
And also elderly people as well are particularly vulnerable to that.
Amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men.
So every year, we talk about excess deaths in winter. And that's because people are being, particularly elderly people.
One of the reasons Catherine is so popular amongst certain demographics, and I'm going to say older people and men
who are in their housing, they're living in cold, and then they're more likely to get unwell and admitted to hospital. And the excess deaths that we have in this country are more than the excess deaths that you have in colder countries such as Finland. And that shows that it's the problem with our housing.
It's not something money management can fix. It's not something for those on the lowest incomes telling them to cut their belts will work. We need political intervention.
People not being able to insulate their homes and not able to keep their homes warm during the winter. That's something that has been getting worse over the past few years and will get worse over this winter. We know that.
Hey everybody, Meghan Markle here.
Allert, so that I may talk, squirrel.
Hospital, and the excess deaths that we have in this country.
My name is Harry. I'm from London.
You desired squirrel. That's something that has been getting worse over the past few years and will get worse over this winter. We know that.
Allert, so that I may talk, squirrel.
You desired squirrel. Next tweet. Okay, a little premature with the celebration on this one since Sussex Squad is still around. The original Twitter was obviously referring to the fate of Twitter. Even if Twitter doesn't survive, the squad will continue to thrive. Sussex Squad. Alright, so there's that here. Alright, the Sussex Squad is being dismantled. They don't even bother to understand. I saw that original tweet. I don't know if I had put it on one of the videos, but I did see it. Okay, the Sussex Squad is being dismantled. No money equal no sugar, no bats. Who's paying? Oh my God. If Archwell is sending money, I'm here because YouTube is doing some nonsense on my channel. By goodness. Okay, the Sussex Squad is being dismantled. No money equal no sugar, no bats. Was it mega liar? Is mega broke? There's the laugh. Good riddance, Sussex Squad. Okay, so this is what she retweeted. If this is my last tweet, I just want you guys to know I love you all. I hope our path cross again. So this person here thought this was the end of the squad. This person, maybe they did see it, and that's why I'm seeing that last video, that last tweet that I just went over. All right, there's this. Oh, and some of the anti-Sussex YouTubers think Sussex Squad is under investigation by M16. Apparently, they're looking into financials. What? I'm excited to be questioned about my recent acquisition of cat food. Absolutely riveting stuff. All right, what are they talking about? Wow. Okay. There is some gossip that the palace and M16 is investigating some sugars that may have been responsible for the small disruption and protests during the Wales trip to the Caribbean. Isn't the people who live in the country were the one who were doing the protesting? If this is true, bye-bye titles. That will be one step too far for King Charles to ignore. Well, at this time, many of the squad said, please take Harry and Meghan's title, because this is the only thing you guys are hanging on to keep on bashing on Harry and Meghan. You guys think all those hard work, no, you guys think all the success Harry and Meghan's are having is just due to the title. There's no hard work behind it. If that's the case, what happened to William and Kate? How come they're not as successful as Harry and Meghan?
Okay, what about the titles? Actually, there has been a diaspora to multiple new platforms en masse while simultaneously remaining here. Sussex Squad strength and influence growth. Okay, still here and still Sussex Squad strong. There's a laugh. She's been tweeting lies for the last couple of days. Nothing new. Okay, and where will they be if we are gone? Without us, they won't know how upset they should be about all things Meghan should. Okay, what is this? We are not going anywhere, so we're back to them being broke again. It's so hard to keep track. One day the Sussex are this super powerful couple who single-handedly ruined the royal family and buying award everywhere, and the next day they're this super broke couple who's begging to be welcomed back to the UK. That's the ruling eye. We are still here strong and kicking the Rangers or clowns. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Yeah. They thought we gone. Next tweet. Just seen some crazy anti-Meghan hater claiming the squad has fallen apart. I guess that's one of the tweets that I just read. Because Twitter was pro-Meghan and the person prioritizing our tweet was fired. I've seen no change besides Elmo's tweet appearing in my timeline. Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't even bother. Okay, most are kind of done with repetitive topic from those disliking the work Harry and Meghan put in. I don't see a point in saying Meghan looked better in an outfit than Kate. I follow Elmo and I'm not seeing his tweet. So this is what happened. They're shuffling people around so we don't stay connected. I don't know. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, they don't realize we block most of them to clean up our timeline. That's probably one of the things. So yep, I know. I have done that heaps lately. Okay, wow, that makes no sense. The only tweet I've seen are just in case Twitter dies tweets. Okay, I've seen a couple of them. Actually, it's the opposite. I see more Sussex related tweet from people I have not followed coming into my regular feed, which has 80% more political liberal Democrat tweets. If I want to read Sussex Squatters, I have a separate place to read people's I follow, a handful. Okay, those haters must be so bored with their boring lives. They're fantasizing again. They're good at that. I have had to refollow several too. I kept thinking, I know I followed them. I'm glad you said that. Okay, who's gonna tell them? Who's that? Okay, what is weird is that I have had to refollow some of you and just disappear from my list. Plus, I decided to look at posts that said it was from someone I blocked, but it was someone I follow. Could it be? Okay. Did I block this person? I guess they did. Alright, so there's more. I think Twitter is shuffling the squads around so we don't see each other. Okay, in their dreams, there's a laugh. Pay no attention to nonsense like that. Alright, next tweet. Okay, there's that. Well, damn. Okay, so now I'm sort of away from, maybe not. Okay, maybe not, maybe that culture. Let's bring, okay, I'll come back to this. There's something about Kate Archwell 40x40 black Twitter. Okay, it should be here. All right, let's go back. Sussex Squad haters. Let's see here if this is okay. Something just happened. Okay, just seen some crazy. Okay, I did that. All right, I just shuffled some stuff around. Alright, there's this here. Prince Harry, the one and only patron. Okay, there's this. Oh, there's no audio. Oh, there is. 40 seconds. Look at him, he's serious in that. Get ready for battle. Okay, let's go to the next one. There's that. Prince Harry has been presented with his own All Blacks jersey. Royal visit New Zealand. Yep, so that's that. Okay, Prince Harry and Kieran Reid today during the visit to HP Sports New Zealand National Training Centre, Royal Visit New Zealand. There's that. Okay, get the lowdown on Dan Carter's first encounter with Prince Harry as told to the All Black podcast. Alright, so that was the 2019. Okay, let's read some of the comments. There's me here. Every culture that was supposed to be he. Alright, I correct myself. He encounter. Every culture he encounter, he respect them. And return the spirit within these cultures, help guide, protect, and make him see his full potential. That's what I see in the first quadrant video. That was this one. Okay, the world prince. He is with the good, the great, the legend, Dan Carter. Okay, I don't know who he is, but it seems like he's a good guy. That first video is such a effing turn on. Bunker Harry, our prince of heart, doing what he loves. Okay, good King Harry. They lost their diamond for jealousy and pride. Now you get what you deserve 100%. Leave Prince Harry alone. Remember when you cut his security? That was pure evil. Okay, FYI, non-working ex-royal don't get protection. That's how much people pretend to know about British royal family. But goddamn, he's willing to pay for it. Okay, forget about not getting security and all of that. He offered to pay it for himself with his own money, but they're putting a roadblock after roadblock for him. I don't know how this is going on right now, but this is why he wanted the court, I don't know, I guess to review it. Not suing, but to review why he was not able to get it when he asked for it. And I've talked about it where other people, regular people, let's say if I'm doing something in the UK, I could hire the police to do protection for me. So how come he can't get that? Alright, you could spend it all you want. Okay? Spend it all you want. How come he's willing to pay for it? Other people could do it. There was a celebrity, I believe, one, I don't want to name names, I forgot the name though, who was getting married, hired the police for security. So how come Harry cannot get that when he's willing to pay for it? He wasn't relying on the royal family to pay for his security. Once they cut it, he wanted to know why. Okay, and then we see all the nonsense that went behind the scene. I have videos about that. Okay, our All Blacks or sensational team. Okay, the first video, Harry just doesn't have that tough, strong, manly appearance, especially standing with them guys, but he tried. But it's almost like that the illusion video that I have, okay, where the royal family see a kitty cat coming, okay, but Meghan is a lioness. Okay, the appearance, don't let it fool you. Okay, Harry good at choreography too, a true Renaissance man. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, there's that. Imagine if this was Meghan with Bulliam. That's why she never welcomed Meghan. Wow, look how she's looking at him. But you don't see her looking like that at her husband. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is embarrassing. And I'm sure if Harry wanted to top it, he probably could. But Harry had too much respect for himself and his brother. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's see here. One might think that Kate was secretly in love with Harry because Harry treated her like a lady. That's right, which William didn't. Kate must have had a long list of things she was jealous of Meghan with. Probably. All right, let's see here. Wow. And her husband is right there. Oh, my Lord. Wow, wow, wow. And Harry just showed just respect. But in return, Harry didn't get that. Wow. This is really sad. Sad in a sense for Harry. How well he treated her. But in return, he can't get an ounce from her with his wife. Wow. That's all I could say. Harry is the one with a crush on Catherine. Oh, please. Please. This is laughable. I didn't even say that one. That's the laugh, please. It was reported before Meghan came along that Wadey will show up unannounced to Harry's place. She humiliated her own husband. Yeah, Never heard of such a thing. What is your source? Harry said Kate was the big sister he never had. Okay. Yeah. And treated her like a sister. Okay. They had an affectionate relationship, nothing more. Kate had always had eyes only for William. Okay. All right. Be delusional. Okay. This is the thing they wanted to push their nonsense into Twitter, thinking that the squad left. Okay. That's all the derangers with Harry. Okay. On the GIFs, or worse actually, but is Meghan the one who wants egg? Clown. There they are here. Look at, wow. Look at fixing her hair for Harry. Harry doesn't even give a damn. And look at that one. Wow. Yep, she saw and still see him as her side piece of her dream, and if more could be, she not said no. Alas, he found a real woman with a functioning brain. With a functioning brain, on money, free spirit, courage, and spicy rice recipe. So I love it. I'm pretty much convinced Kate and Carol are behind the problems Meg had faced in the media. They probably wound William up too. Kate has been problem since day one and continue to be one. I think they were nasty to York girls as they were considered to be threat to Kate's supremacy. Yeah, I've heard about that too. And then there's a GIF where one of the York sisters were coming from, I guess, church, and she just pushed her way through and then, bump into, Kate. Okay, they also try seeing off any woman Harry showed interest in. Yeah, I've heard of that as well. Okay, the Bond idol Prancing Peacock, better known as PIPP, was pretty rude to the Yorks when she was dating Prince William, particularly Beatrice. Okay, I think that was the one who did that bump. Had delusional of grandeur from day one. Okay. Will you show me your evidence of that comment, please? Also, I'm assuming you know them all very well and are pretty to... I mean, your tabloids love to talk crap, but you forget that people have receipt. There's that here. The Duchess of Cambridge co-relationship with Beatrice. The squad came with receipt. The relationship between Kate, Beatrice, and Eugenie has not always been easy. The Mail can reveal the 3 young royals are said to have whatever. I'm not gonna click on it. The footage is even worse. There's that. Babes, thanks for following me on Instagram. There's that. Look at him. Look at her. Her hand all over him. Okay, she's weird. Wow. She is so into Harry and too obvious with it as well. Okay, she is flirting with her brother-in-law. That weirdo woman is disgusting. Okay, remember when she rubbed up to him on balcony appearance with a very knowing smile. Wow. Okay, yes, I remember that too. Oh, they've taken photos and have said she wants. Okay, as if she ever want anyone but good King Harry. Alright, that woman was happiest and felt very safe next to Harry than her own husband. And she knows Meghan got the real prince. That's right. Okay, she even make it difficult for Harry's previous girlfriends. Alright, let's see here. He retweeted something here. 100% agree. Well-known Kate Middleton did not like Chelsea Davy or Cressida Bonas. She enjoyed having William and Harry to herself. Heck, even close cousin Eugenie and Beatrice don't get a look in, and Middleton is well known to not get on with the sisters. Okay, so we sit here. Okay, there's that. Kate Middleton reportedly warned brother-in-law Prince Harry against reconciliation with Cressida Bonas. Harry and Cressida dated for 2 years before splitting in May of last year and have remained close friends since. But one person who isn't happy with a potential reunion is the Duchess of Cambridge, and it's said to date back to Prince William's relationship with Cressida's sister Isabella. Was it Anstruder Gough Calthorpe, who's often reported as, quote, the one that got away, and quote, in certain circle, quote, Kate doesn't like Cressida at all. Insider told Life and Style. Why Prince Harry's ex Chelsea Davy refused to be friends with Kate Middleton. Wow, she pushed all of them away. Alright, she's thirsty. Let me move on. All right, this one, I'm not gonna go, I remember that thread. I'm not gonna go over all of the thread because there's music in it and music is gonna be copyrighted. So I'm just gonna focus on that, and if there is anything below it, I'll read that. All right, so there's this here. You see, there is a long thread. I'm not gonna go through all of them. There's music because I did listen to it. All right, but just that one. Quick correction, the image appear in Border Song. This image is from Elton John's in Knoxville, but this is the image I saw Dodger Stadium for the farewell tour. Okay, if you see very clearly, there's someone in the background, but in the forefront, that's Harry and Meghan kissing. Okay, I'll enlarge it when I'm editing so you guys could see it. There's Meghan here during their wedding, and there's Harry here. All right, so I guess he's putting a montage of different pictures of different people, and Harry and Meghan is one of them. Okay, there's that. Chef kiss. The lyrics to the song are on point. I love this for them. There's the heart. Okay, let's go to the next one. Elton John is a true friend. All right, next tweet. Okay, this one I share it on my community board. Okay, the Institution for Rebooting Social Media at Harvard's Berkman Klein Center for Internet and Society, one of Archwell Foundation's 2022 grant recipients, has officially welcomed 13 inaugural fellows from around the world. All right, there's the picture here. And I did put the link. Just go on archwell.com to read it. All right, Archwell Foundation and Harvard's Berkman Klein Center for Internet and Society. What is it? This one, Society. Okay, the Institution for Rebooting Social Media at Harvard's Berkman Klein Center for Internet and Society, one of Archwell Foundation 2022 grant recipient, has officially welcomed. So that's that. Let's see if there's any comment. Okay, Archwell is how they keep from paying taxes and keeping charity money for themselves, just as Disney. Guess what? It's actually going to something. Ask your royals. Ask your boy. This is the thing here. They are into everything the Sussexes. But meanwhile, if they just the same nonsense they're putting into the Sussex squad thing, if they put it back into the royal family, okay, maybe their eyes will open. But at least this is the thing, the give and take. This is the give and take the US does. Okay? You could be a non-profit if you give something in return. And they are doing something in return. And here they are telling you this is where the tax money is going to for not paying tax. Okay? I spoke about, I'll put the screenshot of tax code of the Archwell and all of that. Okay? And I spoke about it long before. Okay, I'm not even gonna repeat myself. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Only if they look into the royal family. Okay, you have a lot of Brits who can pay their bills. They can't put decent meal on the table. They're freezing. Their housing is messing up. Okay, just watch the Byline YouTube channel. They spoke about it this past Friday. Friday the, I guess the 18th. Okay. I made reference to that particular clip on several occasions. All right, let's go to the next tweet, the Byline one. I didn't show any clip, but I made reference to it for you guys to go and check it out. Next tweet. This is Ian. I haven't seen much of his tweet lately. I guess he's very busy. So this is an update. All right, an update for the Sussex squad and everyone who supported our project providing clean water for 250 families and 600 children in a village in Nigeria, inspired by Meghan Markle's 40 by 40 initiative, and with all your generosity. The borehole is still very popular with the village. Okay, so this is 19 seconds. I don't know if there's audio. All right, so I guess they did a well. So people come to get water. All right, so that's all. Okay, it started all over. Let's read some of the comment. Oh, there's more videos. Here we were opened it 18 weeks ago. All right, we did it. Sussex squad. Clean water is now running for 250 families and 600 children in a village in Biafra, inspired by Meghan Markle's 40 by 40 initiative, and with all your generosity, getting this jubilant video made yesterday, the best day I've had in 7 years. Thank you so much, Twitter. All right, so there's that 37 seconds. Amen. All right, there's more. Beautiful blessing, Ian. You are a gem, Ian. Thank God for you. Okay, Ian, God bless you. Thank you for so much monumental accomplishment. Bravo, there's that. Wonderful, incredible work as always. Thank you. You guys are truly amazing. There's that. Congratulations, Ian and the Sussex squad for this awesome project. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm 39 minutes. I don't know. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tweets, but some of them have video clips in it. They might be long. All right. So this is the one that I reshuffle over. Okay. I will stop in between. Well, damn.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.